Have you ever opened Google Maps, and before you even started driving, it already warned you about a traffic jam ahead? But here's the strange part. You weren't there yet. So how could Google Maps possibly know? Is someone watching every road with thousands of cameras? Not exactly. The real answer is much smarter than most people realize. In this video, you'll discover how Google Maps knows where traffic is, how your phone secretly helps update traffic, how Google tells the difference between cars and people, and how it warns you before you even reach the traffic. Let's find out. Where does Google get traffic information? At first, you might think Google has cameras on every road, but that would be almost impossible. There are millions of roads around the world. Instead, Google gets most of its traffic information from something much simpler: people's phones. Every day, millions of drivers use Google Maps while traveling. If they allow location services, their phones can anonymously share movement information with Google. But here's the next question. How can a phone know there's traffic? Example: imagine you're standing on a hill watching hundreds of ants. If all the ants suddenly slowed down, you'd quickly realize something is blocking their path. Google looks at cars in a very similar way. How does your phone know you're moving slowly? Your phone doesn't have eyes. It can't actually see traffic. Instead, it uses GPS. GPS tells your phone where you are. As you drive, your phone notices how fast you're moving. Now imagine hundreds of phones traveling on the same road. If all of them suddenly slowed down at the same place, Google starts thinking, something is probably causing traffic here. But wait, there's another problem. What if those phones belong to people walking instead of driving? Example: imagine a teacher checking an entire classroom. If only one student gets a wrong answer, it's probably just one mistake. But if almost everyone gets the same answer wrong, the teacher knows there's a bigger problem. Google looks for patterns in a similar way. How does Google know their cars? This is where Google becomes even smarter. It doesn't rely on just one phone. It compares thousands of phones together. It looks at things like speed, direction, whether many phones are moving together, which road they're following. If hundreds of phones are traveling together at car speeds, Google knows they're almost certainly inside vehicles. If one phone is moving slowly on a sidewalk, it probably belongs to someone walking. Google compares many signals before making a decision. But here's the biggest question. How does Google warn you before you even get there? Example: imagine several friends texting you, "Don't take Main Street. There's a huge traffic jam." Even before you leave home, you already know which road to avoid. Google Maps works in a very similar way. How does Google warn you early? Google Maps is constantly receiving fresh traffic information. Every few seconds, it updates what's happening on thousands of roads. So when you ask for directions, Google already knows which roads are moving normally, which roads are slowing down, and which route will probably get you there faster. It doesn't wait until you reach the traffic. It already learned about it from drivers who are there right now. Example: imagine your friend leaves school 5 minutes before you. They call and say, "There's a huge line at the ice cream shop." Because they arrived first, you already know what to expect before you get there. Google Maps works almost the same way. So the next time Google Maps tells you there's traffic ahead, remember this. It isn't reading the future. It isn't watching every road with cameras. Instead, it's learning from millions of phones that are already on the road. By combining tiny pieces of anonymous movement data, Google builds a live picture of traffic and updates it every few seconds. That's how it can warn you before you even reach the traffic jam.